Good afternoon, coming to you live from the kitchen and before we head off for a 4-H meeting. But I wanted to make sure that I shared with you what I've been doing for our meal prepping for this week. It has been a gorgeous day today, just mind-blowing gorgeous in Northeast Kansas. And so it's very important to me that I'm outside with the family and that we are working outside. But I want to say that regardless of no matter how nice it was and what we were doing, I made sure that I took time for some meal prepping. And so I've been in the kitchen here for an hour tops and have everything ready to roll for this week pretty much. And that's a big deal for me because even though I'm taking time out of a really beautiful afternoon, almost 80 degrees, and the sun is shining finally after a lot of rain, thankful for the rain though too, I still make sure that we're going to meal prep because we have a busy week ahead and I got to make sure that the family is fed and we're eating some healthy things. So my name is Katie Patterson Ingalls, if you don't know, and I have been health and fitness coaching now for just shy of 2 years, and meal prepping has been a huge part of what's been a transformation for me and my family and just those healthier choices all the time. So I'm just going to share with you what I've done and hopefully it'll give you some ideas as well. Okay, so there is request for hamburgers. As you can see, I already have them out in the patties. They were setting out to thaw while we were gone for church, and it just makes it so much easier when that's ready. And I have the patties ready, and so those will go on the grill tomorrow night. They have requested some chips and salsa, and that's fine. So I have some fresh salsa that I picked up from the store, and I may have a few. You know, it's not a big deal to me that if I don't, we'll be putting my hamburger on a bed of spinach versus bread, and I'm very happy with that, and that's fine. Lots of people ask me, Katie, well, does everyone in your house eat the exact same thing as you do? Pretty much, but there's a few little variations, so they might have that on bread or a bun, and that's okay. Some of the kids, sometimes they don't want it to be. They just want it plain too. And then here's some healthier chips that are made with sea salt, and I'll have some salsa. At the same time that the buns are on the grill, here's some salmon that I picked up, and the kids and I, we really enjoy salmon on the grill, so I have that. And then whenever we have our salmon, I really keep it very simple. And so these little steamers are fantastic. This one has some cheese on it. I honestly, I don't really care if I have the cheese on it. That's what clean eating has done for me, is that those things that I used to think that I had to have, I don't really anymore. So I love just plain broccoli with salt and pepper, but this is the one that I did have in the freezer, and so I pulled that out, and that is okay. It's okay to have a little bit. But I may have a spinach salad instead to save them the broccoli and with the cheese sauce and with the salmon. That's okay. I thought, we haven't had stir fry for a little while, and so I pulled out some stew meat from the freezer, and I've had it roasting here in the crock pot this afternoon, and I did a little bit of seasoning with, of course, onion powder and garlic powder and some sesame seeds, a little bit of rice vinegar and soy sauce, and a little bit of honey, and so that's been cooking and marinating at the same time, and so I'm going to cut those up into smaller chunks. This afternoon I whipped up a batch of some healthier sweet and sour sauce, and I'm glad to share that recipe with you below when I get done. And I used to do the store-bought sweet and sour sauce. Why? It has more sugar than it needs in it. It's not as healthy, and I can make this, and I have everything right here, and it tastes really good, and it's healthier for us. So I'll share that recipe below. So that'll go on the vegetables that I got done steaming. I had a stir fry, and so I put this on the bottom. I had coconut oil and a little bit of water, and then they just steamed and kind of simmered and fried up this afternoon while I was meal prepping the other things. And so that's ready to go. And I'm gonna also we really enjoy this combination of brown rice, red rice, wild rice, and quinoa. And I'll put that in there together too. And voila, we have our meals already done. So that's 3 courses that I have. However, we always have leftovers, and that's how I make everything. So we have leftovers. So we are good for Thursday and we're good for Friday. And then I don't end up having to throw a lot of food away. I do want to share with you, you guys might wonder, okay, so Katie, that's great, but what do you eat during the week at work? And I usually come in with a big bag on Monday, because when I meal prepped, I make sure that I'm having some things at my house too, or that I have for my lunches. This was actually some chicken. No, this was turkey that I had done as a loin in the crock pot at the end of last week. And so, and then there was also a pork chop that I had left. And so every week, like on most lunches, I have the same consistent thing, and I'm okay with it because it's good. And I'll put it on some spinach. And I may, add some apples to it one day. I may have some avocados that I put on there one day. It's just, I change it up a little bit, but I'm okay with consistent too. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're okay with it and it's good and healthy. So I'm not one to spend money on my lunch because that's just how I roll. So I also want to share with you a couple of my favorite snacks, my go-to snacks. These are oven roasted almonds with sea salt. I don't, since eating cleaner, and I don't use salt. If I use salt, it's sea salt. And these are delicious. And so a little handful of those once a day are delicious. And then I love little baby carrots and a little bit of hummus. And this one is the classic pine nut. And so those are little things that I keep around if I'm feeling some snacky, so I'm not reaching for junk. And it's been a big changing thing in my life and in our family. So the junk is out as much as I possibly can get it, because if it's here, I'm going to eat it. And so that's one of the things. We just started a 3-week challenge called Honor Your Bod, and that was one of the instructions we shared with them. Okay, guys, get the junk out of the house. It's been a week since Easter, right? So if that candy is still staring at you and you think it's going to sabotage the challenge of honoring your bod and eating cleaner, and then let's just get it out of the house, and there's nothing wrong with that. So that's my suggestion to you as well. And then keep some healthier snacks around. I saw that once I stopped buying my favorite ice cream and a few other of my favorite things and making brownies every week, I was making a lot better choices, and I was going to have yogurt with some granola in it, and maybe I was going to have a handful of almonds, or there's just different things that we can do that's delicious, but it's okay to change it up and be able to have some desserts and treats once in a while too. So totally believe in 80-20. I hope this gives you some ideas. Have a fantastic week, and I will be talking to you later. Do me a favor, if these are helpful, please share these or tag someone below. Ask them to please just like my page, because it's important to me that I add value and help others just as I've been helped. All right, talk to you later. Bye.